Do we have any Abdul? What happened to this guy? He is downloading Skype. I mean, he is calling me. Maybe this guy. Hold on. I missed his call. Sorry. Look like his connection is bad, my friend. All right. Hello? 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 Go ahead, we hear you. Okay, like so, look like we got a Muslim, but his connection is really horrible. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, my brother?
I'm all right. So you are a Muslim, my friend?
Well, it depends how you define Muslim. Yes, well, I was born in a family of a Muslim, and I'm still a Muslim, and I believe Islam in Islam.
All right, that's wonderful. What Islam mean?
Pardon me?
What Islam mean?
Can you speak on can you follow the
Do you hear me, my friend?
Last speaker. Trying to put last speaker on.
Huh?
Numbers of customers of the last speaker.
Hello,
Yes.
brother.
Yes, my friend. So you said you are a Muslim. What the Muslim mean?
Muslim, for me, Muslim is somebody who believes and submit his will to Almighty God, because a Muslim is somebody who believes the will of God, it should be done in the heaven, the world as in the earth. Just like the way Jesus placed his will to Almighty God, say that I cannot do anything without my Father's will, because my whatever I do, whatever I breathe or I step I take is from my Father's will, and whatever I say is from my Father's will. So I believe every Muslim should believe in the will of God Almighty. So somehow we have a free choice, that we think we have a free will, but to be honest, free will as a Muslim, it defines us like a free will belongs only to Almighty God. We have choices. God Almighty give us something small of a free will to human being called choices. They can choose whether they want to be good or bad. So a Muslim is being given a choice. So, but when he says my will is from with God, whatever I do for God, for God's sake. I eat for God's sake. I sleep for God's sake. I wake up for God's sake. I pray for God's sake. I give charity for God's sake. Then you submit your will to Almighty God. This is the submission, true submission to God. And this is a Muslim. This is the definition of somebody who follow this criteria of the submission of a Muslim. This is as far as I was taught, and this is the way I understood, as all the prophets from Adam, from Abraham, from Ishmael, Jacob, and David, and Job, and Moses, and Solomon, and King David, and was Jesus and Muhammad, and peace and blessing be upon on the pious people, the John, and all those people who understood God. Say, for example, a Chinese person, a Buddhist man doesn't understand what the definition of his God is different way he was taught, and a Christian definition of God, the way they've been taught, is different. And the Jewish, the way you see,
My friend,
the Jewish is different the way they taught. So I personally think, my scriptures telling me that Islam is just like any other religion was revealed before it. It's the same as the other religion. So it's actually confirming Christianity, is confirming Buddhism, and it's confirming atheism, and it's confirming all other religion, paganism. And all this religion, when you put together in category, in one basket, is called ALL in English, is called all.
Okay,
if that makes
talk,
sense,
my
because
friend,
the
now?
word all in English is, because even in the Bible,
listen,
you know, it says
Abdul, can I talk?
in the beginning
Can I
the
talk?
word,
Can I talk?
and the word was God.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
I'm listening, my brother.
I give you the minute, 15 minutes ago, and you keep talking, but you said
No, it's not
nothing.
15 minutes, about four minutes, actually.
Okay, but you said nothing. You know, you keep going.
Honest,
Suddenly, we are talking about the Chinese now.
You know? I know, but you're trying to, you try to say 15 minutes, but to be honest, I can just, I know my time, because I write diaries, I write everything. I'm a writer as well.
Listen.
So and I'm a researcher. So I know minutes. I count
you
my
said
time
nothing.
as well.
After
It's not 15 minutes to be honest.
After 4 minutes,
okay,
you said nothing. After 4 minutes,
5
you said
minutes.
nothing.
I give you 10 minutes.
And I will prove that everything you said to us is absolutely false. The verse in the front of us, chapter 49, verse number 14. It says that you have nothing to do with you believing in Islam and Allah. It's about you have no faith, yet you surrender to Allah. This is what Islam means. It's not submission, or it's not to accept the will of Allah, it's to surrender to Muhammad. And the verse in the front of you, I want you to read it. It says,
not to Muhammad. You see, I'm a Muslim. You're not a Muslim, my brother.
My friend,
I'm a Muslim.
Let me finish.
For me, I don't surrender to Prophet Muhammad.
No
It's a sin. It's a big sin to surrender. You're putting words into my mouth. First of all, that's a lie. And I told you, telling me that I surrender to Prophet Muhammad. I don't surrender. I surrender to the message that came from his mouth.
Okay.
I don't surrender to him, because he said, do not make a mistake like Christian did, made a mistake the way. Okay.
You will not let me talk, aren't you? I mean, what's wrong with you? Have patience. I will give you time. The verse in the front of us.
I'm sorry, but my brother, but just don't put words into my mouth.
Listen, no, I'm not putting words in your mouth. You said that Islam means to submit to Allah. That is not true.
Yeah.
The verse in the front
Islam is to submit to the will of God. Chapter 14. To say, I testify and I bear witness that there is no worthy to be worshipped except the Almighty God, the Jesus who worshipped to, the Muhammad who worshipped to, the Abraham who worshipped to, the Adam who worshipped to, the sun and the moon and the whole galaxy, the one who was worshipping to. So this is where it is called Shahada.
First of all, you are a liar, and this is not the Shahada. Shahada is to say that there's no God but Allah and Muhammad is a prophet. Why you are adding Jesus and Musa and
that's what I'm trying.
No, you are not trying. You are fabricated. You are fabricated. Now listen. How you can witness to Allah?
I testify. There's nothing worthy to be worshipped in this world except Allah Allah, the Almighty God, the one who has no need for anybody. That's what it means.
You are a liar. Otherwise, why you are associating the name of Allah with the name of
calling you a liar. You're calling me a liar. Listen,
you are a liar. You are a liar. Why you are calling me a liar?
Because why am I calling you a liar? Because I don't want to disrespect you. You are telling me I'm a liar. I know myself I'm not a liar. This is what I was told, and this is what I've learned, and this is what I've studied, and this is what I've researched. I believe in Jesus Christ, but you don't believe in Prophet Muhammad. You believe in God Almighty. I believe in God Almighty. I believe in Prophet Muhammad. You don't believe in Prophet Muhammad. The only difference between you and me, personally, if God Almighty right now, if He's listening to us, saying that do you believe in Jesus Christ? I believe in Jesus Christ. Why? Because I was taught to believe in Jesus Christ. Otherwise, I am not supposed to be a human being. You understand where I'm coming from? Because He existed long time ago in the history, in the books, in the Bible, and everything. And even Prophet Muhammad as well. And somebody who taught something good in this world, something like, for example, Moses took something good as well, like an eye for an eye.
You are a coward. You will not let me talk. You are afraid that I will talk. This is the whole point. You are like a sewage. We open the cover and the whole shit is coming out. What's wrong with you? How we can talk like this? Since you called me until now, I said nothing. I say 2 words, you say 1,000 words. I will call you back and you need to agree. I will give you 2 minutes. You give me only 1 minute. 2 minutes for you, 1 minute for me. What an idiot. Because he's scared. Answer now. Let us see how you can do it.
Hello?
Listen, do you agree that I give you 2 minutes, you give me 1 minute? Is that okay for you?
Yeah, listen
Okay.
to you, but
Do you promise? Do you promise? Do you promise not to disturb my conversation? 1 minute for me, 2 minutes for you. Do you promise as a man?
I promise as a man.
Okay, I'm going to put the clock in the screen, you know, so everybody can see what we are talking about, and we can see the clock. Are you seeing my YouTube?
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, now, my friend, when I say something to you, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I will start my minutes here. I will put it in the clock, in the clock. When 1 minute for me is over, I will stop talking. You take the mic, and you have then 1 minute from your side. Is that fair?
Fair enough.
All right. Let me start here. Here we go. My 1 minute is started already, and people, they can see it in the screen. Now, you said that you as a person, you worship the same God of the Messiah, the same God of Musa, the same God of etc. First of all, in your Quran, there's no mention of the Messiah, the one we know. The one in the Quran, his name is Isa, and we do not know who is Isa. His grandfather. You promise not to disturb.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And the one in the Quran, his name is Isa. His grandfather, his name is Umran. We do not know such a person. His mother, his name is Mary, and she is the sister of Aaron. And Umran he is the father of Aaron too, according to Quran. So you are not speaking about the same person. Same time, you said that we believe that God, he gave us choices. That is a big fat lie. You're a prophet. He said it clearly that you believe in destiny, and Allah, he wrote your fate 40 years before he created you. You said that we are Muslims who believe in God. But as you see the verse in the front of you, it says that you surrender to Allah, but you have no faith. Chapter 49, verse number 14. Now, can you please answer? The mic is yours.
My brother, first of all, let me clarify Quran. You see the Quran that you're just reading and you're just trying to say, telling me to clarify. This is a holy scripture. One word that you trying to translate the Quran, it has a lot of meaning in a different type, in a different language. I'm gonna give you an example. For example, Iqra, the first revelation that came to Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. It was a word called Iqra. It was not like Salamu Alaikum or La ilaha illallah or hello, how are you or salam. It was Iqra. In Arabic terminology, in Arabic at the time, Arabic was one of the greatest language in Arabia. It was they used to compete with the poetic and the poems and stuff like that. But the word Iqra at the time, he was the first man speaking and saying in his word. Even the Arab at the time, they didn't know what the meaning Iqra was. Until today, no one can say that this word, I came with this word Iqra. So now they're trying to analyze the word, this Iqra, the poetic at that time. You know what it means in English? It means read. It means research. It means proclaim. It means do. Basically, one word, it has a variety of meaning. Just one word. That's why it's called a revelation. One word can have a lot of meaning. For example, Iqra means read, research, proclaim, repeat what I'm saying. Say, like for example, when a child he's told by a teacher, say A, B, B, C, C, D, D. It's called repeating, like, you know what I'm saying? So this revelation, this one word, it has a lot of meaning. You understand? So whenever you understand the way, if you read, I read Quran more than 100 times. And every time I read Quran, I understand different. And every time I read again, I understand even better than I understand before. And when I read again from the beginning, and it's like a vast knowledge, like an ocean. It's like I'm a fish, I'm swimming into it. So you cannot tell me I will understand the whole ocean from east to west, if that's what I'm trying to tell you. So Quran is a revelation, is a final and last testament of Holy Bible, you call it, but I call it Holy Furqan. because I accept the Holy Bible. So me, I'm like a last child of the family. If you don't accept me as the last child of the family, just like the way you have accepted the last child of Jesus Christ, I have accepted Jesus Christ was the last child, but I have accepted as a Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, as a comforter, my comforter. When Jesus Christ say in the Bible, I have many things to say unto you, but you cannot bear it now. When he, the Spirit of the truth, when he shall come, he shall guide you to the truth, and he shall not speak for himself. He shall only speak for what he hears from my Father. You understand? So this comforter, they change the name. If you look at this word comforter, the only criteria that we as a Muslim believe in Jesus Christ, the people that made us to comfort, believe in
your time is up.
Okay, sorry about
okay, listen. You just said, and now it's my time. I will start the timer again. Here we go. People, they can see. All right?
Okay.
Now, you said that Muhammad is the spirit of a truth, and that means you Muslims are false Muslims because Muhammad is not a spirit, he is a man. So why you lie? This is number one. Number two, I showed you. Don't disturb. You promise a man. You are a man. Keep your promise. And you said, hold on. You said that you as a Muslim, you believe in the Bible, which is a lie. Number three, the verse I gave you in the front of you in the screen, all what you said to me, people, they have different translation or etc. I mean, who care about the translation? Read whatever translation you want. The verse in the front of me says that Allah says to the Arab, you say we surrender to Allah, which means they say Shahada. Say you are a Muslim, but you don't have faith. So according to Islam, you do not need to have faith. You need just to say Shahada. And because Muslims are kuffar, they worship a God and associate his name with the man. Because of that, the whole purpose is to believe in the man, not to believe in the God. This is why if you believe in Allah but you don't believe in Muhammad, you are kuffar. Because Muhammad, the whole point of using the name of Allah is to make himself equal to God. Now I want you to give me the mic, and please don't give me a speech. Answer the verse in the front of you in the screen. How Allah, he says, don't say that we are believers, say we are Muslims. For faith never enter your heart. How you can be a Muslim, yet Allah call you Muslim, yet there's no faith in your heart in Muhammad or in Allah? The mic is yours.
First of all, you say to me about I told you about earlier about the comforter when Jesus Christ prophesies about prophet that the spirit, the truth that will come. And you see, let me analyze about the spirit of the truth. You see, every human being in their body, in that makes them alive, is they have a spirit. Every human being, first of all, they have a spirit. You can have a bad spirit, good spirit, or right spirit, a disability spirit, whatever kind of spirit you can have. But you see, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his soul, his spirit, the ruh, I'm talking about the soul, the spirit, yeah. When Prophet Jesus, peace and blessing be upon him, says, when he, the comforter, he shall come, he shall speak. You see the word he is an English language. It's not, I'm not saying it is, oh, I'm saying he. So the word he is a man, and the spirit, the word, a man has a spirit. Every human being has a spirit. When the spirit comes out from your body, you are a dead person. So what I'm trying to tell you, that Prophet Muhammad, we believe he was the comforter, that Prophet Jesus, peace and blessing be upon him, that prophesied about it, that he said, I have many things to say unto you, but you cannot understand it now because your mind is so narrow. But when he, the spirit of the spirit of the truth, when he shall come, he shall guide you to the truth. He shall not speak for himself. He shall only speak for what he hears from my Father, and he shall glorify me. You understand what I'm coming from? So when he speaks about he is a Prophet Muhammad, we as a Muslim, we believe, and everybody believe that 1.8 billion Muslim right now is not a magic followers. Okay, you can't find Instagram 1.8 billion followers.
Your 2 minutes is up.
My time is up?
Yes, your 2 minutes is up. Listen, you just said, and everybody heard you, that he will glorify me. That's mean you just admitted that Jesus is God and Muhammad is worshiping Jesus. Because nobody should don't disturb. You promise as a man. You promise as a man. You promise as a man. Don't break your promise. Don't break your promise, potato. You are not a man to keep your promise. Stop talking. Keep your promise. Keep your promise.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
When
I'm
you
sorry. I
say,
just want to share you.
no, you cannot show me. You finished. Let me talk. Please stop.
That we have
You are
between
taking
two of
now
us.
from my time. You have a mental illness or what? You promised me as a man.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Fair
now
enough.
listen. You said that
I'm gonna
Muhammad is
listen
going
to
to
you now.
glorify him. He will glorify Jesus. How you glorify Jesus unless he is God? Man should not glorify a man, should glorify God only. You just admitted that Jesus is God and Muhammad worshiping Jesus. This is number one. Number two,
Let me,
don't disturb. This is my time. And number two, why you are avoiding to answer about this verse in front of you, which it says that you can be a Muslim, but yet you have no faith neither in Allah, neither in Muhammad. What kind of cult this cult is? The God of this cult says to you, you call yourself a Muslim. I call you Muslims. Don't say that we are a believer. Say we are Muslims. This is what the verse saying. You claim that you read the Quran. You claim that you read the Quran. I challenge you to read the verse for me in Arabic and tell me what it says. It says that you say that we are Muslims. Say you are Muslim, but faith never enter your heart. Now explain to me how in the world a God he accept you to be a Muslim, but yet faith never enter your heart, and the mic is yours.
First of all, you need to understand, my brother, man, iman. What is faith? What is faith to you? According to you, is different. According to Chinese, is different. According to everybody, is different. You understand? Man, iman. The way we Muslim believe, what is faith? Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhiri wa khairi qadrihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala. The faith, the real faith of a Muslim is to believe that there is nobody to be worshipped except Allah Azza wa Jalla, the one who sees everything that we can't see him, but he surely sees us. This is the greatest faith, the greatest iman, a supernatural iman. We believe in Allah, A-double-L, the creation of A-double-L, the creation of all, including Jesus, including everybody, from the beginning to the end. So, what I'm trying to tell you, my brother, in the beginning and in the present and the past, if you put together in one basket, it's becoming A-double-L in English word is all. Even in the future will become all if you put together. So the word all, and if you add AH, which is the word the word is a definition of every child when is born. Their mother, they have to scream the word as if they're trying to praise some echo of a vibration of like, you know, when the pain comes, or when where it's like a supreme being, they call it. Even any Chinese, any kind of language, they have to say if consciousness. So the word A-double-L, which is all of us together, we put together, and you add the word everybody, a child when he's born, he say so when you put together, it becomes Allah. You understand where I'm coming from? So what I'm trying to tell you, Jesus Christ worship Allah. He says, Allah, lama sabachthani, when he was crucified. You guys say,
your time is up.
Oh my
your
Lord,
time
my
is
Lord,
up.
Allah, oh my
your
Lord,
time,
my Lord, you translated in English. Lama sabachthani. Oh Allah,
your
Allah, lama
time,
why have you
your
forsaken me?
time is
So what I'm
up.
trying to
Your
tell you, that
time
Jesus
is
Christ
up.
he came to tell us how to worship his Father,
Are you
not to
stupid or
worship
what?
him.
Are you
So
stupid or
we
what?
follow the Jesus Christ footsteps.
You are
As a Muslim
mentally ill, you idiot. You are mentally ill. It sounds like a sex movie. You idiot, I say to you, how Allah he says, you say we surrender to Allah, we became Muslim. The word surrender here in Arabic is we are Muslims, but yet there's no faith into your heart. How you can call somebody a Muslim but you have no faith in his heart, neither in Allah or Muhammad? And what you give me a speech about and what is the definition of believe? Suddenly believe need definition. Believe is to believe. But because you are a coward, you are a gun machine, you have nothing to say, you start saying things have nothing to do. WL. What is that? What does this even have to do with my topic? I will call you back. You are not being a man. You are not keeping your promise. You promised that when your time is up, you will give me the mic. Shame on you. I'm gonna have fun. Oh, 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 oh. It's like a recording machine, you do not know what he's talking about. And what he's talking about had nothing to do with our topic. He's just trying to cover up the stupidity in the Quran. How the Quran says that you have no faith, and Allah called them Muslims. He's saying to them, don't say we believe, say we are Muslims. How you can be? How does God? He say, don't say you have a belief, say we are Muslim. You know what happened to him. And Muhammad is the comforter who will glorify Jesus, and he is a spirit who will live with us forever. I told you that Muslim, they think Muhammad is God, because the Bible speak about a spirit who will stay with us forever. Muhammad is dead in the grave, you idiot. And Muhammad is not a spirit. He's a human being. When you say to me every human being have a spirit, that will not make you a spirit, you idiot. Having a spirit does not make you a spirit. The spirit is your soul according to Islam. And you having a soul does not make you a soul. You are a certified idiot. But because they are desperate to find their false prophet in our book, and by the way, why Muhammad did not say the Bible mentioned my name to be a spirit in the Bible? Why the Muslim they discover that, but Muhammad the idiot, he could not find it? Why Muhammad did not say to them Muhammadim is in the Song of Songs? Ahmad Didat was making fun of the Song of Songs, claiming that this is a porn book for more than 20 years. There's tons of videos of Ahmad Didat making fun of the Song of Songs, saying, do you read the Song of Songs for your children? Suddenly somebody told him that in the Song of Songs in the Hebrew it says Muhammadim, and then suddenly Muhammadim, Song of Songs, became a holy song. He's not answering. But you see, because they are coward, they will not stop talking. He's afraid, and he will not answer this verse. You notice? I show him this verse. How you can be? How Allah, he says to you, be a Muslim. Say we are Muslims, for you don't have faith and you don't believe. How you can be a Muslim then? Because he forced him into Islam. I don't know what happened to him. It says he is calling me, but I cannot, I cannot receive any call from him. Hold on, maybe because I am in disturbed mood. Let us see. Hold on. I'm trying to call him too. See? All right. Who is next? And in the top of that, you have to accept that the one who sent the Spirit is the Father of Jesus, the Christ, and Jesus too. But you Muslims don't believe in the Father and don't believe in the Son. Do you accept that Jesus is the one who sent your prophet? Do you? Certified ignorance. Idiots. Desperately looking for a place for their prophet, but they cannot find him. They cannot even find their prophet to be a prophet in their books. So how he will be a prophet in my book? Who is a Muslim when I call? You notice, by the way, the reason they speak fast and they don't stop, because they are in a panic mood. He know he's speaking to Christian Prince. if I let this guy talk, only Allah knows what will happen. So I better not to let him talk. And the double L, Allah, when you say what is that? Is Allah? This is the best comedy show ever. Who would have watched cable TV anymore? It sounds like a Playboy. So when somebody say he said Allah, Allah. That is something. Call me, call me back. The caller mic is so loud. What I will do then?
Hello.
Hey Abdul, you see you are breaking your promises.
I'm sorry.
No,
sorry,
my friend,
phone.
you
I
cannot
think
do
my
that.
internet
You
is
are a
not
man.
good
You know, you
sometimes,
are a
you know.
man. You are presenting Islam now. The people, they will be wondering why this Muslim keep his promise, breaking his promise.
Come on, don't. It's not a promise. Come,
Okay,
let's
now
calm
it's
down,
my
man.
time. Let me talk, please, and please respect your promise. When I say to you it's your time, don't make me shout. I'm losing my voice. This is not nice. Okay. Now,
I'm sorry. I
this is my time now.
apologize.
Let me start the clock. Okay. Here we go. The clock started. My time, my friend. The verse in the front of us says that the Arab, they says we believe. Allah said to them, say you do not believe, rather say we are Muslims. How in the world we have a religion? It says you can say you are a Muslim, but you should not say you believe, for faith never enter your heart. And you gave me a speech about definition of believe. Believe is to believe. Either you believe or you don't believe. So when you say I say shahada, that's mean you are telling me what you believe in. Those people, they say shahada and they are now Muslims, and Allah is saying to them, say you are Muslim, but don't say we believe, for faith never enter your heart. Which means Islam is religion of hypocrisy. It teaches you to be a hypocrite and to stay hypocrite. All what Allah he wants from you, which is Muhammad in this case, he wants you just to say I am a Muslim. You believe, you don't, who care? And as you see the verse in the front of you, and now I'm going to stop my clock so you can start yourself. And the mic,
first of all, we need to understand, brother.
okay, the mic is yours now. The mic is yours, my friend.
The verse was revealed in Mecca, and it was a long time ago. That was revealed at the time of the time of Jahiliyyah, the time of the ignorant, the time of the Arabs. At that time, Arab, they were pagan. They had no religion at the time whatsoever. They used to rob and all that. Prophet Muhammad was a mercy, was sent as a messenger to them, to the community, to stop what they were doing. So when Prophet Muhammad was weak at the time, nobody was listening to him, and everybody used to stone him and to beat him. Everybody used to call him mental, crazy, until when Allah Azza wa Jalla gave him power. Slowly he rise up, and then when the verse was revealed, those hypocrite of Muslims, the Arabs, they thought, hold on a minute, if we can beat them, we should join them. So they said, we are believers, we believe in you. And then they were told, you cannot become a believer, you have to become a Muslim first, to submit yourselves like your wills, you understand? So Islam, a Muslim, to be a Muslim is like a one step. And then once you become a Muslim, and then you become a mu'min. And then when you become a mu'min, the more you practice, you become a muhsin. And then the more you practice muhsin, you become a muttaqin. And then the more you become a muttaqin, you become mursaleen. It's like a stage, it's like a stairs, it's like a stairs. So Islam is a foundation. It's like, the house, when you build a house. Muslim, to be a Muslim is like a foundation. Everybody is born as a Muslim, as a child, no matter where you are from, whether Prophet Muhammad sallallahu said, whether you're Christian or you're pagan, whatever you are, before you the age of puberty, you are fitra, meaning you are a Muslim. You don't have because you have no understanding of your own. You are learning from him on all that. You understand where I'm coming from? So what I'm trying to tell you now, that verse is trying to refer the Jahiliyyah of those people, the hypocrite people, and you can't apply it to right now. So I'm not an Arab. I'm an African. I'm from Bilal ibn Rabah. I'm from Ethiopia. So I'm a Muslim, you understand? So even though I'm not an Arab, but I'm a Muslim. I believe in Islam. And at the same time I believe in Jesus Christ, because Islam is forcing me to believe in Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, peace and
Okay, your
blessing
time
be
is up,
upon
my
him.
friend. Your time is up. Okay,
So
now,
fair enough.
all right, my friend, you said, and everybody heard you, that you convert to
Yes.
Islam first and then you believe. That's mean Allah is a hypocrite, not the one who convert. You said those Arab, they
I
say to
didn't say
themselves,
Allah is a hypocrite.
you promise not to disturb. You promise, keep your promise.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
Fair enough.
now you said that those Arab, they converted to Islam because they said to themselves, we cannot beat Muhammad, so we better convert to Islam, otherwise he will, will kill us. So they converted, and this is what you are caring for. That's all what you need, is just have somebody to say I convert, and later you become a Muslim. Doesn't matter. Okay, now you convert, you say I'm Muslim, but you believe it will come later. And this is the point. Islam is a religion of filthy killing and threatening people and forcing them into Islam. And you are the one who said that, everybody by witness. We force them into Islam. At the first step, just say we are Muslim, then faith will come later. Have you ever heard of a cult like this? You convert to a religion, but we don't have faith. Number two, you said that I am a black. Muhammad, he hate the black people. How you can be a black person? Muhammad, he owned many black slaves. As an example, he called Bilal a raisin head. How in the world you make fun of a human being? He is a black. You're a prophet. He said the most person Allah he hate is a black person. How you can believe in such a thing? Why Allah he hate a person who is a black? Why the most enemy for Allah is a black person? Shaitan is a black. The one who destroyed the Kaaba is a black. The most person Allah he hate is a black. And Allah created the black people to go to hell. The mic is yours.
First of all, my brother, I don't even know your name, but I love talking to you, and I would love to make you understand exactly Christian Princess. I think your name is Christian Prince. First of all, I want to thank you so much to ask you this beautiful question. Let's come to the Bilal ibn Rabah. First of all, every Muslim, we have a lot about how many thousands and thousands of mosques around the world, and we pray 5 times a day all over the world in mosques. Okay. And every prayer that you pray, no, without adhan, meaning Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. It's no, he was not the founder of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, this beautiful voice, the adhan. Even Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, pointed a finger to Bilal ibn Rabah, saying this beautiful calling, it is honored by Allah Azza wa Jalla to be given this slave this slave and servant of Allah Azza wa Jalla. So Bilal was not a slave and a servant of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. So Bilal was actually a best friend, a companion of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. I'm a Muslim. First of all, I don't hate my religion. Neither do I hate Christianity. Neither do I hate Judaism. For me, basically, I believe in Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. You understand? You guys believe whatever you want to believe. You want to believe it, the Holy, the Father, the Son, whatever. I was not taught because of that type of a division. I was told Allah is one, the merciful and the just. So to come to Bilal ibn Rabah, we're speaking. Bilal has the most honor. He might be dead right now, but his voice is echo 5 times a day before you wake up. All over the world, people are making this adhan, Allahu Akbar, as if Bilal's voice is still echoing like more than as any other sound in the world. And no prayer in Islamic prayer is allowed without Bilal's call, meaning a black man call.
Okay, my friend.
You understand? So Islam itself, it belongs to a black man, because
your time is up. Your time is up.
I'm sorry.
Okay, my friend.
Continue.
Everything you said to us is false, because Bilal was a slave, not a friend. And here we go, the hadith in front of you, and this is Sahih hadith, that your prophet, he ordered Bilal to do the adhan because he is the only slave between those white men. And Bilal was bought by Abu Bakr. And Bilal, he begged Abu Bakr, says, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, will you free me for the sake of Allah? If you bought me for yourself, then keep me for yourself. And Muhammad, he died, and Bilal is still a slave. Have you ever heard of somebody, he is a friend of somebody, yet he owned him as a slave? I want to friend you, my friend, but I want to own you. What kind of a friendship is that? Why you are lying? So here we see that Bilal is nothing but a poor slave who worked for Muhammad to do everything for him because he is the only slave. He is going to wake up early morning, go to the roof and start screaming, losing his voice. But the white Arab man, he will never do that. Why Muhammad did not order Abu Bakr? Why Muhammad did not do the adhan? Because all of them, they want to sleep and they want to rest, but the poor Bilal, who is a slave, he is the one who will do the job. Now you did not answer me. Why your prophet believe that every person is black is an enemy for Allah? Did your prophet kill the black dogs? Why the black dogs are the enemy of Allah? The mic is yours.
First of all, my brother, you are a liar. You are a hypocrite. You told me basically I am a black man. Prophet told me I'm a slave and we all slave. Prophet free us at the time of a slavery. Bilal was a slave. He was bought and he was freed. If you didn't understand the hadith, if you didn't learn the hadith, don't tell people lies. I beg you, please don't call me a liar. I'd never called you a liar, but now you're forcing me to call you a liar because you're telling me things that you didn't even study properly, my brother. You see, there's a table has 4 angles. A Kaaba has 4 angles. People, you see, one angle is from the other side, one angle of this side, and other angle of this side, and other this angle of this side. Perhaps, maybe you are just talking of that angle.
Are you done? Well, here we go. Your prophet, he said, your Bilal said to Abu Bakr, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, will you free me for the sake of Allah? So who's lying? I want you in the front of everybody.
You cannot prove
hold on, my time. I want you to show me a Sahih hadith. I want you, hold on, you are breaking your promise. You broke your promise. You broke your promise. You broke your promise. You are a coward. You are a coward. You are a coward. You are a coward. You are a coward.
Allah is one. God
it's
is
my
one.
time. I don't care if your God Allah is 1 or 10. Listen, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. Listen, the hadith in front of you. Show me the hadith where it says Muhammad he free Bilal and I will make you my hero. It's a challenge in the front of every Muslim in the world. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, I want you in the front of everybody to show me the hadith where it says that the Prophet of Islam Muhammad he freed Bilal. I have a hadith in front of me which is Sahih from Sahih al-Bukhari. Bilal begging for his freedom, which means they are not freeing him. Now I want you to show me the hadith that Muhammad he freed Bilal. It's a challenge. The mic is yours.
Muhammad bought Bilal and freed him.
Show us.
Go on, do a research.
Show us. No, don't research. You are the Muslim who told me.
How can I
you are the one who told me. No, you told me that you are a liar.
You don't even face to face.
You are a liar,
my brother. You see, you are putting words, your own understanding into people's head. It's not like that.
You have to give me the proof.
We have 1.8 billion
followers. I don't care about the 1.8, but yet you have no proof of what you say.
And Bilal.
This is not the question.
Both of them. One of them is from Africa. One of them from Asia. You know that the DNA.
Abdul, if you're a prophet.
Basically, Bilal was from Ethiopia, and the whole Islamic concept is a salah, is a prayer 5 times a day, daily prayer. The whole Islamic concept.
Just get lost. When you debate a Christian prince, either you prove what you say or get lost. In front of me, the poor Bilal is a slave. If you're a prophet is a good man, he will not even have him as a slave, as you said, because you lied to us. You say Bilal was a friend of the prophet. How he is a friend of the prophet? And yet Bilal he died as a slave. And even if you say to me he freed him later, show me, as you claim. Show me the Sahih hadith. I'm showing you Sahih Bukhari. There's no way that Bilal was freed and such a story will not be mentioned. Your prophet is mentioning how to clean his ass in the hadith. He used 3 rocks. Do Bilal worth to speak about his free or it was freeing him? The ass of your prophet have 1,000 hadith. Why we cannot find the hadith about Bilal being freed by your prophet? So you are a hypocrite and you say to me, search it, search it. Search it. The one is trying to call me, are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim? You see how they right away they escape the disaster. Do you see it? Now, when you say to me that Muhammad, he is a friend to Bilal, but yet Muhammad, as you claim, he said that the most man Allah he hate is a black man. You need to explain to us. When Muhammad even he killed animals just because they are black, you need to explain to us. When Muhammad he says that the white dog is fine, the yellow dog is fine, but the black dog need to be killed. When Muhammad he says اقتلوا كل أسود بهيم, kill every pure black animal, you need to explain to us. Speaking about Muhammad, that he was nice to the black, but yet he was owning tons of slaves, even having sex with them. They asked the Prophet of Allah, what's wrong with the black dog? He said the black dog is the devil. So they keep talking, but they have no proof and they have no reference of anything they are speaking of. Muhammad he made slavery a business, a lifestyle. The caliphate of the Muslims, they own tens of thousands of slaves. Muhammad himself, he received a chapter, it's called the chapter of At-Tahrim, because once he forbid himself from raping a slave he owned. So Allah supposedly sent him a verse, says, why you are forbidding what Allah made lawful for you? What Allah made lawful for you? To do boom boom to your slaves. And you notice that this guy who tried to defend Islam, he just approved what we always say. And I hope people will copy his video and share it around. That in Islam you do not need, yes, you do not need to believe. First you convert to Islam, and then you became a believer later. And he said, those Arab, they said to themselves, well, we cannot beat Muhammad, which means he will kill us. Actually, the story is more than this. Muhammad, he sent them a threat. He says, either you convert to Islam or I will kill you. Either you convert to Islam or I will kill you. And then those people, they said to themselves, well, he will kill us. And this can be found in chapter 48, verse number 16. Say to the Arab, say to them, those who left behind, they don't want to join Muhammad. You will be called against folk of mighty war to kill you until they surrender. Do you see it? Until what? You surrender. That is Islam. And this is what it says in Arabic. In Arabic doesn't say, by the way, like the word here, surrender, is exactly the word yuslimun. So the real word of Islam is not submission. We hear many people, they keep saying submission. I heard that from even Sam Shamoun, from David Wood, from James White, from everybody. But the fact, it does not say that. It is surrender. Yes, Abdul, did you find me the reference that your prophet he frees Bilal?
No, but now I can see on the screen everything.
Now I can see on the screen what you're talking about. Now I can see it. I can see on the screen. Basically,
did you find me the reference that Bilal was freed by the prophet? Hello?
You on about?
Hello? Are you there?
Well, hello, can you hear me?
Did you find me the Sahih hadith where your prophet he freed Bilal, my friend? Did you find me the Sahih hadith where it says that your prophet he freed Bilal?
There's a hadith. Go on YouTube and check it out. Yeah.
No, not in YouTube. Give me a hadith. Don't tell me in YouTube. What YouTube? Give me the hadith.
Yeah. There's a reference. Yeah. Bilal was freed, was told like when he was bought, was freed, was told him to
Okay,
go.
I want to see that.
So
Can you show me the hadith? Can you give me the hadith number?
listen, come on. How many hadiths do you know I existed out there? How many hadiths? I'm asking you a question. How many hadiths do you know all of together that exist?
Doesn't matter. I want a hadith from you.
I'm asking a question.
From all
I'm
the
asking a
hadith.
question, brother. How many hadiths do you know
Don't
that
change the
existed?
topic. I want you from. I want you to give me. I want you to give me a reference of Bilal being freed. What about Mary the Copt? She was freed too. What about her cousin was freed too? What about all the slaves Muhammad? They were freed too. Muhammad, he owned slaves and he raped them. Now I'm asking you as a black person, you said to me, as long as you don't want to answer, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
You see, you lie to people. Please stop doing this.
You have to prove it. You have to prove it. I'm lying. Where I am lying. Where I am lying. Show me where. No. Show me where I did lie. Go ahead.
You say Muhammad raped slave, his slave.
Yes.
If your eyes was seeing like.
Yes. Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show you?
Like,
do you want me to show you? Do you want me?
Speak something.
Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show you?
You want me to show you proof?
I want me. Okay, here we go. The proof in the front of your eyes. The proof in the front of your eyes. Here we go. Do you see it? This is your prophet. This is your prophet. This is your prophet attacking tribes and raping the women.
Don't speak about prophet. You can't say Prophet Muhammad rape his women. Why you
Listen,
there?
you have to answer. I am showing you reference. I am showing you reference. Here we go. Hold on. I am showing you in the screen reference. You're a prophet. He killed the men. He took the women, and he took Juriya and he raped her.
Show me sex reference that you saw. Show me sex reference that you saw. Did you show that sex reference? I can make.
Yes, it says this is Sahih Bukhari. This is. I am not making. This is Sahih Bukhari. This is your book.
Bukhari. Let me tell you about Sahih. Just like the way John was.
So Sahih Bukhari now is bullshit, right? So Sahih Bukhari now. Sahih Bukhari is bullshit for you. Sahih Bukhari. So Sahih Bukhari is a bullshit.
The Quran speaks about Sahih Bukhari. Tell me about something in the Quran. Don't tell me about something.
So if I show you from the Quran, what you will do?
It's a reference.
Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on. We will go to the Quran. Like, guys, Sahih Bukhari is a liar. Sahih Bukhari is a liar. What about the Quran?
What do you mean? Sahih Bukhari could be. How can he be a liar? It's something that, for me, a lie is something that does not exist. For me, something that exists, I can see with my own eyes.
Abdul. How many times the Quran says you can have sex with your right hand possess? Who are they, the right hand possess?
What do you mean? How the one you went, you pay mahar, the one you married to, the one you made, the one you say you're gonna have my children, my heir.
Abdul, who is the right hand possess? Stop lying. Who is the right hand possess? Is the right hand possessed? Are they the slaves?
That one you're gonna have sex with them and then produce your children and propagate. You understand?
Abdul, I'm asking you. Here we go. I'm asking you. Who is the right hand possessed? Are they the slaves?
Well, if a slave was married to the owner, then of course.
Okay, hold on, guys. If the slave is married to the owner, here the verse in front of us, it says, O Prophet of Allah, we made lawful for you your wives and your right hand possessed. So they are not wives.
All right, of course. Listen, hold on a minute. Let me stop you here. Yeah,
stop me here. Yeah.
You rightfully own. Say for example, hold on. Abraham, peace and blessing be upon him. When Sarah had when he couldn't have a child, and then Hajar was helping her, and then say have this like a slave. She's gonna have Ishmael, and then had a Ishmael. You see, it was a slave. No, and then took to Mecca, whatever you call it, Mecca right now. You see where I'm coming from?
So I don't see where you're coming from. I don't see where you're coming from. Abraham, he did not do what Allah told him according to your Quran, did he? In my Bible, we don't have Allah. We don't believe in Allah. There's nowhere in my Bible. Hold on, shut up. There's nowhere in the Bible that God said to Abraham, go and have sex with a slave. It was Abraham doing that, and this is why God, he was upset from Abraham. So Abraham, he disobeyed God by having sexual relationship with a slave, and he married her. Listen. Now listen, answer me. Why you lie? Why you lie? And you say, why you lie? Hey, potato. Why you lied? You said in Islam we don't have sex with the slaves. Now you agreed. Why you lied to me? Just 2 minutes ago you denied that your prophet was having sex with the slaves, and now you says, okay, I'm going to give you the example of Abraham.
If everybody's a slave in Islam, we believe everybody's a slave to Allah.
No, this is not the question. This is not the question. Stop lying. This is not the question. I'm talking about the slaves who they are called ma malakat aymanakum. Your right hand possess. Are you the right hand possessor of Muhammad? Hold on, shut up. The liar. Are you a right hand possessor of Muhammad so he can rape you? Say yes. Are you?
How can I say yes? Why are you forcing me to say yes?
You are saying to me, because you are saying to me all of us were slaves. You are saying to me all of us were slaves. Shut up. Don't call me again. Don't call me again. You are a coward. You are a coward. There's no point of talking to you. I say to you, what is the right hand process? You say to me, this is not about slaves. Show me why you are lying. I show you Sahih Bukhari. You said to me, why you are lying. I showed you Sahih Bukhari. You said, who Sahih Bukhari? There's millions of hadith. I show you Quran, and you don't want to answer. It says here, Allah made lawful for you your wives and your right hand possess. So why you lie? You say Muhammad was not raping his slaves. And how you say to me that Muhammad he freed the slaves? How he have them but he's freeing them? Guys, the Quran said to him, it is lawful for you your wives and your right hand possess. How he freed them but he have them, and they are called right hand possess. Do you see how silly they are? And he will not answer me why his God even is speaking about the black people as evil. Do you notice he tried to ignore it? We ask him why the black dog is a devil. He will not answer because it's a shameful belief. Muhammad, he have a phobia with the black color. How Muhammad he free people but he owned them? And Allah, and obviously here the verse in the front of us, by the way, obviously Muhammad himself will fabricate this verse. Even it says any Muslim woman, she can give her vagina to the prophet, so he can F her, not to marry her. As you see, it says it is lawful for you your wife and then your wives, and then in the top of that he start counting, and one of his counting is right hand possess. And then any believing woman, she gave herself to the prophet. How are you talking, machine?
Sorry, brother. I told my cousin, my uncle, to cooperate with him, so he's gonna try to cooperate now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. So as you see, the verse in front of us says that Muhammad he owned right hand possess. Why he owned
brother, you swear down. I have a blood pressure sometimes, but brother, but you're accusing, you're abusing my prophet, peace and blessing be upon him.
I don't care. He is not my prophet. For me, he is a criminal.
You know,
I don't care. This is not my.
We don't
differentiate
prophets, my
Abdul,
brother. We're all the same. They all bring the same message.
No, we don't believe in the same. Your God, he will make your penis endless. We don't believe in such a God. What kind of God? What kind of God? He sent a dish of shish kebab to his prophet to make his penis strong. Can you answer me?
What you on about? I don't even understand what you say.
You're a prophet. He says, I was the most weak person between mankind in sex, and I invoke Allah, and he sent me a dish of shish kebab. I ate it. I get the power of 40 men. Now you tell me what kind of a prophet he is and what kind of God we are talking about.
What book are you reading, or what newspaper?
Do you want me to show you the reference?
I don't understand what you're telling me. I never had
okay,
this.
Did you say newspaper?
You're telling me things I never heard before. You're putting things that I never hear before. I read Quran, I read hadith. Sometimes you even misquote hadith. You're telling me you missed it. You put upside down the hadith. Come on, my brother. Please,
all right,
man.
Hold on. Here we go. Don't stop talking. Stop talking. Here we go. This is the hadith in front of you. Which one you want me to read for you? It says clearly that
dog. You say that you listen, my brother. You say about black dog. First of all, listen to me. Yeah, I want you to understand the color black. Prophet peace and blessing be upon him had the three favorite color: white, green, and black.
Really?
The reason.
So why he forbid you from coloring black?
Only on
So why he
Friday,
forbid
okay?
you? Why he forbid
listen
you?
to this. Listen to this. Listen. You don't know nothing about our prophet, peace and blessing. He saw everything in spiritual. The religion of his, he was brought Islam was a religion of a spiritual religion.
Okay, let's go back to the topic. You are going out of the topic. You are trying to avoid the question I gave you. You are trying to avoid the question I gave you. What kind of a prophet he says? What kind of a prophet he says? I was one of the most weak people in sex, and I invoke my God Allah, and he sent me a dish of shish kebab. I ate it. I get the power of 40 men or 30 men.
I swear to God, I never heard that book.
I don't care. Here we go. The hadith in front of you, and this is the name of the book. Hold on. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Hey,
I never heard that before.
Hey, I don't care if you heard it before or not. This is the book. I'm giving you reference. What kind of God? He sent a dish of shish kebab to his prophet so he can have a power of 40 men or 30 men.
Well, shish kebab, you can go to Turkish, man. Turkish shop. That's why.
Here we go. You are making fun of Allah now. You are making fun. That's a good sign. You start making fun of Muhammad and his prophet and his God. You are right. What kind of, let's go to a Turkish guy to get shish kebab. What kind of God?
For example, for me, the word God, for example, is not Allah. For me, the word.
This is not the question. Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. I don't care about what the word God for you. You see, you are a person who switched topic in a second. Hey, stop. No, stop. I will hang up on you. Stop. Don't change topic. Don't change topic. You are a coward. Don't change topic. What's wrong with you? You don't want to talk about it. I don't care what you call God. I want an answer. The favorite color for Muhammad is black. Muhammad, he forbid the followers from coloring their hair black. Why? Show me where it says that the favorite color of Muhammad is black. A talking machine. He will not answer anything because he is ashamed of his prophet. Why the black dog is the devil? He will not answer. I want you to tell me. I want to learn from you. What's wrong with the black dog? Why Allah he hate black dogs? Why he hate black animals? Muhammad, he said clearly, for it is the devil. Now call me back and don't tell me Muhammad's favorite color is the black. Show me the proof, but first of all answer. Why the most color Allah he hate is a black? Why the black, the most person Allah he hate in this earth is a black person? We have the right to know. Are you going to answer or you want to give me a speech? Let me call you.
Sorry, bro. I think this guy's got some mental issues.
No problem. Let him. It's okay. It's okay. I want you to. But just ask him why he don't want to answer. Okay. I want you just to explain why the black dog is a devil. Forget about the name of the God he worship. Doesn't matter. Why? I want you to explain to me why Muhammad he think that the black dog is a devil. I want to learn from you.
Okay, please learn from me and relax and listen to me first of all. Okay, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, explains some of colors. Okay, you see the color of black is a spiritual color. It's not about devil. It's a symbol. In a dream, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, said, anybody when they dream, in their dream, they see something symbolized like your mother wearing black clothes and something like that, anything to do with the black, it's a knowledge and wisdom, it's actually. But when you see in the evening time, when a dog is barking, a black dog is barking, when he's saying, hoo, 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 but it has to be a black dog, because a black dog has a super spiritual energy that can see devil and a supernatural being. When he sees, he backs. When Prophet Muhammad said, when you see a black dog barking in the evening, remember that he saw a devil passing by. Say, "A'udhu billahi minash sharri shaitanir rajim." I seek refuge in the devil that Allah has created, because Allah created good things and bad things, and He made a man to choose which one he wants to go for it. So whoever chooses good, he ends up to become good. Say, for example, if you become human being, nice, kind, and every and merciful into this world.
Okay, can I
This
answer?
world belongs is
Can
like
I
a house
answer?
of
Can
God,
I
and we are
answer?
all guests.
Can I
As the
answer?
Prophet Muhammad,
Can I
peace
answer?
and be
Can
upon
I answer?
told us.
The hadith you gave me is a lie. It's not about a black dog, it's about a donkey. Stop lying. You're a prophet, he says,
What?
when a donkey,
Even-
hold on, don't lie.
Okay.
When you're a prophet, he
Okay.
said, hold on. You're a
Okay,
prophet, he said,
okay,
when a
okay.
donkey he screamed, he saw an angel, and when a rooster he screamed, he saw an sorry, when a donkey he screamed, he saw a shaitan. When a rooster he screamed, he saw an angel. So don't make it about a black donkey, a dog. Stop lying. Now I am showing you.
Even a black
Stop
dog,
lying. Stop lying.
you just know one hadith.
No,
You're not
no,
a
no.
Muslim,
You show me
only
the
know
other
one
hadith. No, you
I am
show
from
me. No, no,
Africa.
no,
I
no
travel the
problem.
whole
Show me the other hadith.
planet, all right?
This
I
is
didn't
not the.
just
This
go
is not the
country,
question. He
got
said
knowledge. What
here.
type of
Hold
knowledge?
on.
There's
Hold on.
one
Hold on.
talking
Hold
about.
on.
I know
He said. They said to him, "This is not
donkey, I
about
know,
barking.
and
You
the
are a
rooster, I know,
liar.
and the dog,
You
I
are a
know.
liar.
But you don't know.
Show
That's
me
why
where it
don't
says
tell me
that.
I'm a lie.
Okay,
Just
show me.
because you
Show
haven't
me.
discovered it, my brother. Relax. Knowledge is vast. Like
You are stupid and you have nothing to say. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. I show you the hadith where it says if you see a black dog is barking. And so what if a black dog is barking, you eat it? All dogs they bark. Any dog he sees someone is a stranger, he bark. So you just admitted that your prophet he have a phobia from the black color. If he see, according to you, if he see a black dog is barking, for sure he is a devil. And by the way, it doesn't say that here. As you see, Muhammad he claimed that three things will interrupt and disturb Muslim prayer, which means they are not accepted by Allah. If a woman pass by, if a donkey and a black dog, they ask him, what about a black dog? He is not barking, he just passed by. Same as a woman. Your prophet he made women equal to dogs and donkeys. And even Aisha, she said, you made us equal to dogs and donkeys. But Aisha, she cannot complain much because the one who did that is her husband. So stop lying and avoiding the answer. Now, if we call him back, do you think he's going to answer? Or he will give us a speech? Let us call him back. That's for fun.
Hello?
Yes. So are you going to answer us, my friend? It says here that they ask him what the difference between a black dog and a yellow dog. He said the black dog is a devil. None of them is barking. And if a dog is bark, this is what he do. All dogs bark. So why you think the black dog is a devil? The mic is yours.
First of all, let me tell you the fact that there's no such a black dog is a devil. First, what do we know anything to do with the black color? Black color is a supernatural color. For example, when we die, we go to the supernatural world. It's a death. It's a black.
So are you saying your prophet is a liar?
We dream. We
Are
go
you
to
saying?
black.
Are you saying your
When we go
prophet
to
is a
Mecca,
liar? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Are you saying your prophet is a liar? Are you saying your prophet is a? Hold on, shut up. Hey, listen. Your prophet said the black dog is a devil, and you are saying there's no such a thing. Are you saying your prophet is a big fat liar?
The hadith, how many hadith are good and bad? How many hadith?
This is Sahih Hadith. This is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih Bukhari. You donkey. Don't call me again. Don't ever call me again. I'm done with you. Suddenly now, this hadith is not Sahih. This is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih Bukhari. You donkey. This is Sahih. And this is a Tirmidhi, and it says here Sahih. Coward. Anything they don't like, they say it is not Sahih. He did not say it's spiritual. He said the black dog is shaitan. He's not saying he's like shaitan. He's saying he is shaitan. And as you see, they ask him, what is the difference between a black dog and red dog or white one? Muhammad, he don't have a problem with the white dog. He don't have a problem with the red dog. What is different? What is the problem with the black dog rather than the red or white one? He said, oh my nephew, I ask Allah messenger just as you have asked me. He said the black dog is the devil. Now you keep lying, saying that this is not sahih. We got you busted. It is sahih. It is in Sahih Muslim. It is in Al-Bukhari. It is in At-Tirmidhi. It's all over. But because they are ashamed of their stupid cult, a person who is teaching them stupidity, the only way to escape it is to say it is not sahih. Anything we say to them, it's embarrassing. In a second, in the speed of light, it is not correct. Sahih, for those who don't speak Arabic, mean correct. And by the way, even the one they call him da'if, which mean weak, it is correct too, according to Islam. You can watch the video of Sheikh Hamza, who explained that da'if is accepted, did not funk. And he said, and I'm quoting him, the one who used the argument of weak hadith, it's a weak argument. Do you see the stupidity and the shame of this cult? And they try their best to speak over you so they can mute you. We cannot, we cannot overcome by saying something truthful, but we can overcome by shouting. In the old days, they overcome you by the sword, by the threat. And we heard him, he's saying that yes, those Arab, they could not beat Muhammad, so Muhammad, he did beat them. And he made them convert to Islam. And Islam, you do not need to be a believer right away. It's a step by step. First you say Shahada. First you say Shahada. And then slowly, 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 you became a Muslim. The stupidity of this cult is beyond imagination. And here you notice the bankruptcy of Muslims when they try to find a support for their prophet to be a prophet. How we can make Muhammad a prophet? Let us try to find his name in the Bible. But they make fun of our Bible 24 hours, 7 days a week. They say it's corrupt. Suddenly Muhammad is a spirit, and suddenly Muhammad will glorify Jesus, and suddenly Muhammad is going to stay with us forever. Muhammad is dead in the grave. Even the hadith says that Muhammad, when he died, the Muslim did not bury him for 3 days, and he started farting. The gas is all over. Ibn Abbas, he said, idfunu sahibakum faqad antan, bury your friend, he became stinky as all humans stink. 3 days they did not bury him. Why? They are waiting for him to come from the grave as Jesus did. But let me tell you why Muhammad was not buried right away. Muhammad got busted when he died, because he claimed before that prophets' bodies will never be consumed or decay. Do you see it? So the Muslim believed him. He's telling the truth. Prophets, their body will not be consumed. So they did not bury him. 3 days in the heat of Saudi Arabia. And then his belly became big, which is very normal for any human being. If you leave him for 3 days, especially in a hot place, the bacteria inside your stomach will digest the food and will generate a lot of gas. And then the belly of the human being will be full of gas. And because now he is not alive, he cannot fart normally. So what happened? The gas will start coming when the belly cannot take it no more. The ones who call me, first you have to tell me you are a Muslim. Otherwise, why you are calling me? If you are not a Muslim and you keep calling me, I will block you. And here you notice, by the way, Muhammad, he claimed to be God. He is in the grave, yet the prayer of the Muslims will be submitted to him, not to Allah. He ordered them to pray on him. Here they fabricate the translation. They says the blessing will be submitted to me. This doesn't say a blessing, it says salah. So he said that the salah was going to be sent to me. Where? In the grave. How you are dead and will be sent to you? Who are you? Are you God? The prayer of a human being should go to God, not to Muhammad. No, in the case of Islam, Muhammad is the God. Your prayer will be sent to me. Now, who is the brave Muslim? He have the courage and the knowledge to call us. Who is next? Until now, we did not talk about the title, which about Allah knows best, which I find it very hilarious that Allah know nothing as I know, and what he know is stupid. When Muhammad he says that the black dog is a devil, this is from the knowledge of Allah. When Muhammad he says this, look at this. I mean, look at this hilarious, stupid stories. Allah knows best. The Prophet said, when you hear the crowing of the cocks, ask for Allah blessing, for their crowing indicate that they have seen an angel. Man, when I was in Asia, looked like angels all over in the Buddha country. Angels are not in Arabia. Angels are in a like, I mean, unbelievable. If you hear the crowing of a rooster, that because he saw an angel, Allah is all-knowing. And if you seen the donkey braying, that's mean he saw a shaitan. But hold on, I mean, this story is a disaster. Guys, do you remember the story of Muhammad when he saw the angel first time? He told his wife, I see someone, I'm not sure if he's an angel or not, in the corner of his room. And his wife Khadija, she asked him to sit in the top of her leg, in the right one, then in the left one, and then she asked him to sit in the top of her, and each time he moved, she asked him, do you see him? He said yes, he's still there. Then she took off her clothes to have sex with him, and then she asked him, do you see him? He said no. She said, glory to Allah, this is an angel. So Muhammad himself is not qualified to recognize who is an angel, who is shaitan, but Mr. Rooster can do that. A rooster, he do not need his wife Mrs. Chicken to help him to recognize if this is an angel or not. A donkey, he do not need his wife Mrs. Donkey to recognize if this is shaitan or not. But Muhammad, who is a prophet, yet he cannot recognize shaitan from an angel, which means a donkey is more qualified than Muhammad to be a prophet in Islam, and a rooster is more qualified than Muhammad to be a prophet in Islam. For both of them, they can recognize shaitan from angel, but Muhammad cannot. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, an angel. Hey, angel, are you there? I am going to buy 4 donkeys, and I will put a donkey in the corner of every corner of my house. So in case a shaitan he get close, I get alarmed. Allah knows best, don't he? The second you ask them a serious question, but they say not. They talk too much, but they say nothing. Brother, the Lord Allah, brother, is the same God worshipped by Musa, brother. Is the same God worshipped by Jesus, brother. It's the same. What same God? Don't you see in front of you, you idiot? And if we have the same God, why our God don't promise us an endless penis like your God? And what I will do with endless penis? Is that a reward or a penalty? You see, it might be accepted to have endless tail because the tail will be dropped in your back, but a penis endless in the front of you, how you can walk? Are you going to walk backward? Are you going to carry it in the top like a trailer? You are here, but your penis is in the Amazon jungles, and all those sharp teeth fish are having their bites. We have the same God, brother. The God of Jesus, brother. He's the one who created Jesus, brother. The one who created Jesus, brother. He promised you 70 years orgasm. So I go to visit Zach and Naik. I knock at the door. You call me later, I'm having orgasm. And then I come next year. I'm having orgasm. The year after. 70 years orgasm. And your God is the same as our God. Your God is a perverted porn star God. He's stuck with the number 70. My people will be 70 sect. 72 wives. 70 years orgasm. I mean, get out of it. What about 40? You notice how they try to flood you with words, but in fact they are empty. They can answer nothing. They have nothing to say. Allah knows best. And how Allah knows best? Simply because He told us that if you hear a rooster, that indicate that He saw an angel. I'm really convinced, by the way. And Muhammad, who learned this from Allah, he cannot be lying. When Muhammad he says that Allah He liked those who sneeze, well, He's knows He's talking about it. This is His God. He liked those who sneeze. And what's wrong with you? It's a fact. All gods in the world, they like sneezing. Yes, Abdul. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I'm sorry about that guy. He wasn't being too cooperative.
It's not about courting. The guy he talked too much. He say nothing.
I know. You had him under pressure. He was turning red.
Yeah, well, I don't want him to be exploding.
I've never seen him going that red in my whole life.
Yeah.
He's always giving knowledge, but when I see the way he's living his life, he's Muslim. He claims to be Muslim. He got so much knowledge, but he just lives his life the way he wants.
Yeah, it's too much pressure. I understand. But you see, like, he have to learn as a man. I mean, at least when you speak to us, say something useful. We ask him about potato. He start talking about tomato. He never answer anything. And
sorry to cut you. Go on. Yeah.
It's all right. But anyway, at least you yourself, you are out of Islam, and that will make them, this additional thing make them more angry right now.
Yeah.
Because you are a family member and you left Islam because you are watching my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I left Islam. I left Islam long, 6 months ago, and then one time, basically, someone mentioned your name, and then when I went on internet, I started listening to it, and then everything was just made more clear to me. So I just knew that I was in a.
We lost you, my friend. Hello? Yeah, you have a weak internet. Yeah, this is why they are angry, because this guy, he is a family member, you know. Those are his uncles. This is his uncle, you know, and he left Islam, and they are so upset. You know, how they can get this back to this cult, you know. They're very, very upset. Anyway, his connection is lost. And soon he will make more people leave this cult too. I mean, how in the world? And you see, when anytime you show them something embarrassing, they say it's weak. But we can show you the same embarrassment from the Quran. He said to me, in Islam we don't have slaves and we don't have sex with the slaves. When I showed him that the Quran have tons of verses saying وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانَكُمْ, He claimed we marry them. That's not true. It says it is lawful for you, your wives, and the one is owned by your hand. If they are wives, there is no need to say they are owned by your hand. And we can show tons of reference of Muhammad raping women who they are slaves. As an example, Juriya or Safiya or etc. And even Muhammad, he accept gifts as a human being. Do we have any Muslim would like to give us a call? Don't forget please to give our video a like. As you see, I have 11 Abdul give it dislike. Now I wonder what about the rest of the 1,000 people and more watching, why they are not giving a like to our video. If you really like what we do we need to ask you for it? When we ask a Muslim why you kiss a black stone, he claimed that he is a person who he's not a pagan. Okay, if going around a stone, praying in the direction of a stone and kissing a stone is not paganism, so what is paganism? Once in a chat website, Islamic chat, it says I convert to Islam something. I chatted with them and I said to them, I have a question. Why the prophet he kissed the black stone? The guy in the other side who try to help me to convert to Islam, he says because it's holy. And I said, okay, so why it's holy? He said because the prophet kissed it. So why the prophet kissed the black stone? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because the prophet kissed it. Have you ever heard of a stupid cult like this? A smart Muslim, he will come with different idea. He will say to you, oh, because Allah he sent the stone from heaven. Abdul, the stone is still a stone. It's coming from heaven. It's coming from warehouse. Who care? Why you are kissing it? Why you are kissing it?